Hey, you're in good nick. I'm the one that's all over the place.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, I am low energy after all.
You're the highest energy, low energy I've ever seen.
In all fairness, yeah, especially this month, my God, I've been quite the active boy by my standards, and I feel fantastic as a result. But welcome everyone. It is Bearded Ramblings. Episode 145. Damn, we're close to 150. Joined by Krendar and in theory Mango, but she's going through some electrical problems right now, so yeah, we may not have her.
Yeah.
We'll procrastinate a
I
bit.
mean, it's looking that way already, so,
Yeah.
we'll see.
If she comes on, she knows how
Maybe
to
things will
reach.
change.
It's happened, and
Maybe
it
we'll have
also
a nice
happened.
surprise halfway through. Who knows?
Yeah. Um, Personally, I can relate because I do once again apologize for the Sunday debacle, but it wasn't my fault. It was the great storm god being angry. Um,
I still love the fact that it happened just like minutes after getting the show set up, though.
oh, I knew it was.
The
I was
sheer
fucked.
timing of it was amusing.
When I saw the light start flickering above me, I'm like, okay, any sec. I had just enough time to put my make sure that my phone was charging, which it was, but it was only at 30%. It just started. Ah.
Oh no!
Well, anyway, we
Bill
best get.
Bill Portley, where's your McDonald's? It's at the McDonald's. That's where it
Yeah,
is.
or you could use
Go get it.
a delivery service like DoorDash or Deliveroo to get it sent to you.
Boober Eats.
Ooh, Boober Eats. Hey, that was when the COVID was in Portland. The strippers would come to your house and they'd have to stay at a
Yeah,
distance. Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. That was fun. They should have kept doing that.
I think one did, and now she's got like the monopoly on the whole thing.
Good for her.
Damn right. That's a real girl boss right there. Um,
We need more titty delivery.
Damn right. Uh, so we'll get a few basics out of the way to procrastinate. Because tonight we do have really one topic, but we have so much other stuff we can cover that we can watch one or two things and then go into the meat of tonight. Very little
Oh
appetizer, a
dear.
whole lot of steak. But it's well done and kind of really chalky. It's like a day before its sell by date. It's not the best steak in the world. It's a Trump steak. Now I'm thinking of it. Um, so we
So you have to
are,
get to the clothing store then?
yeah. But you also get a free diploma too. So yay.
Nice.
Um, all right. So first things first, please like, share, and subscribe, and check out the links in the doobly doo down below for my stuff, his stuff, Mango stuff, and if you want to help out, we also have Stream Goal stuff. Anything given tonight will also be shared between Krendar and myself. But you may notice something very interesting. It says BB and spam. Why spam? Well, you can thank Rose Black and Girl Does Ran. Well, no, she's not Girl Does Ran. Has been going over that in like fucking a year and a half now. The final girlie. I was on her show. Well, I was in her chat, and we
Girls
started.
final.
Yeah. And we just started bringing up the topic of spam. And pretty soon I'm like, you know what? This year, I'm going to go and I'm going to make a video tasting every type of spam.
Oh, do a Cope style cooking video where you make all of them together into one dish.
I'll do one like TikTok sort of short where I'm trying to spam real basically, and then I'll do that. And I've even got an outfit I can
Yeah.
wear, or I'm gonna once I
Do
buy
the
it.
tasting of each of them individually and then cobes them all together.
At the end, oh god, but they'll already be open. They can't reseal. Oh, what if they've been sitting there for months? Yeah, that'll be a Copes thing to do for sure.
No, I mean like
Oh,
you could do it all at once.
uh, no, no, I don't want them sitting there for months and end. It'll feel like a huge
Why
waste
would
of
they be
money.
sitting there for months?
Because do you know how much it would cost to buy all the spam that you can get your hands on? Like
You
200
mean
at
before
least.
you've opened them? You mean before you've opened them? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
You
And
mean you would do a tasting and then like a month later do another one or something?
yeah, I'll probably do something like that. If I can find a way to just like preserve the meat, I will. But
It comes preserved in the can, in the tin, right?
if it come
Just
if they get two packets, then yeah, I'll do it like that. I'll keep the second packet unopened and just store it away because it could survive a nuclear apocalypse. So,
right, like yeah, just collect them until you've got all the ones you want, and then do it all at once.
just a mega. Would I make like a loaf of some kind? Like, ooh,
Yeah,
just
do a Cobes loaf.
spam ball. Just
Ask yourself,
squish them all together.
ask yourself if Cobes was going to make a multi-meat meatloaf, how would he do that? And then
Very
do that.
yeah. All right. Well, I'll probably have a whole year to plan this because it'll take a while to get every single type of spam.
Yeah.
But
Just make
you
sure you've
got
got something you can use to save it, because if it's actually tolerable to eat, you don't want it to go bad on you.
well, that of course is up to the chat. Link down there below because this website I found that will sell me all the spam is also accepting PayPal, so we can buy it directly. Hell yeah. Anyway,
Yay.
beyond that, don't forget we have a watch party for anyone who subscribes over on Twitch. It's on the 7th tonight, this month coming. We're going to watch Firefly. So, hell yeah, that was Raisin's idea.
Ooh.
Yep. Some people in the party has not seen Firefly yet, so we're going to watch 3 episodes of it. The first one, and then I think Janestown, and then I forget what the third one's going to be. But yeah, it had been a hot minute since I watched Firefly, so it'll be cool to go back to it because I love what it spawned, honestly, more than I like the show itself. Like the idea of like space cowboys is kind of cool, especially like ones that are detached too far from Earth, or maybe they can't even find Earth. So yeah, it works. That works. I also like Outlaw Star for that same reason, and Cowboy Bebop. So how will you cook it? Recommending it fry on the pan. Yeah, yeah. All right. So the basic premise of it will be I'll just declare what it is. This is for the short, like on its own tasting. Declare what it is. Open up the can, cut off a slice, eat it raw. Opinion. Then throw it on the pan, eat it after a few once it's a bit seared. That'll be the basic tempo for each and every one of them. Some of these spams get fucking weird. I'm talking about like pumpkin spice spam, figgy pudding spam, um, and depending where you're buying them, they won't even deliver it. Oh, the merch! Oh, I'm gonna show you guys the merch before we actually get into the videos, because they don't do overseas shipping. Spam shop. Here's They just basically slapped it onto anything with the spam logo and colors, and it's just some of it is wild. Like, let me just bring up screen. Yeah. So you got here spam golf bag, a wine set, a golf putter headset, brand
It's so
trail.
weird that Spam is selling a wine set.
Here's my favorite of them all: the Canjo. I can't even play
Oh
it, but
my
I want it.
God.
I know.
That's
75
incredible.
times. $75.
That sh they got the decimal place wrong. That should be 750.
um,
Seriously, what the fuck?
look, bowling. I want the bowling shirt so much. I might even buy it and send it to hold on for someone to hold on when I meet them up in September, and they can give it to me. Oh, because I want a bowling shirt and a spam bowling shirt. Oh, it's
Pretty
so
good.
tacky. Yeah, $72 though. Holy shit. Um, tote
I mean,
bag.
this is closer to being worth that than the Canjo was.
True. A 12-pack of
Still a bit
Spam, which
much
would
though.
solve a lot of my problems, but it
I'm
don't
assuming this
ship.
is American
Yeah.
dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I mean, that's still a bit much, even Canadian.
A lot of clothes. Yeti brand
Oh, I
can
like the
cooler.
hat. The bamboo hat's cool.
Yeah, you could
The
pull
the,
that off.
the spam sticker really ruins it though, but you know,
Well, you need to know that it's a Spam hat.
right?
One size fits most.
I guarantee you, I am the test case for the person who is not part of most.
Tie-dye
Look at this
Spam
thing.
shirt. Some of them look so cheap, and others look like a lot of effort went into them. A plushie.
This one.
Where?
How do they have this much varied merch? This is insane.
A lunchbox makes sense, but look, a Mushabi chick roll.
Whatever that
Uh,
even is.
it's like
Some
sushi.
kind of sushi, I guess.
Yeah. Because you can
I don't
get
know.
teriyaki Spam.
Who would have thought that somebody would be selling spam branded plushies?
Does that say Sturgis?
Huh?
Oh,
What's
wow.
that?
Sturgis is lolcow from DP.
I know it. Oh, yeah. Okay, I've heard the
That's your
name.
opinion, bud. Sturgis. Not all hogs are make it to Sturgis.
This has to be referring to something else, though, right?
Of course, it's the. I think that's where the Spam Museum is. It's in a place
Is it
called
city?
Sturgis. Um,
Uh,
Museum Sturgis. Sturgis Motorcycle Hall of Fame. I'm guessing that's all Spam.
oh, Bill's gonna be trying durian for the first time. Oh, good
Oh,
luck with that. I have heard it is a whole thing.
yeah, the smell apparently is not for the faint of heart. Jigsaw puzzle. I can buy some of these things on Monty Python reference, Spam and Eggs. Uh, I can
Spam,
buy some
spam,
of the
spam, spam.
Spamity Spam on Amazon. I can buy like they've got like a comfort blanket that looks so tacky. I want it, and I want to wear it while I'm doing my reviews. Yeah, it's a lot of weird a baby suit. Oh, I like these. I like the Spam socks.
It's kind of cute.
Spam
What's
coop.
with the pig?
'Cause pork. So,
That's morbid.
right. Dish towel with a Spam can on the side of it. Spam cookbook. Spam snow globe. Spam can
Jeez.
earrings.
That's classy.
A museum mug. Bowl throw, museum ornament for your like Christmas tree, a thermometer, a Spam thermometer.
Please tell me it's not a standard thermometer, but a meat thermometer. No, it
It's
looks
a
like a standard.
it's a standard.
That's a missed opportunity, guys. That should have been a meat thermometer.
Well, can you really call Spam meat? A hockey puck. Who goes out of
That's
their
true.
way to buy a hockey puck from Spam?
By the way, that's what the ladies call me, is meat thermometer.
Nice. Spam license plate. I don't think that's welcome in any particular state. I like the Spam van magnet.
Or state of mind.
Oh, and here's all the actual individual spams.
Sir Canalot.
Where?
Go back.
That's Sir
Sir
Canalot
Canalot.
mousepad.
Man, I can't wait for the PlayStation 5 game.
So yeah, what's I say? Tongchino? I've never heard of
Kino seasoning. I don't know.
maple
I think we can all
sodium.
agree though, if Spam put out a video game in this year, it would be on the PS2, right?
um,
Am I right or am I right?
yeah, no, I could see it. Uh, it would somehow, even though it has a price tag, immediately become abandonware. It would like the chits. Do you remember the checks game? Like the Doom
Chex
clone.
Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I streamed that.
Oh, nice.
It
Oh, I
was
remember you
it's
talking about that.
surprisingly
Yeah.
good, actually. It was surprisingly fun.
Yeah.
Also, there was a military council, and one of the military generals was General Mills.
General Mills.
So yeah, that was a good little joke.
So let's see what my future this year will
It-
consist of.
was there a spam face mask? Gage asks.
Yeah, I think so, or earlier back on.
I don't
Um,
remember.
Maple, sodium, bacon, light, jalapeno, hot and spicy,
Spam jalapeno, amazing.
hickory smoke. Let's keep going. More bacon. Same bacon, same. Uh, that's only a handful of them. Like there's way different ones. Some from Japan, some from Australia. Um, Singles. I can buy one pack. I can buy a classic spam pack in around these parts. There's a store here that sells like one or two cans of it. So I'll start maybe as much as next month.
Oh, you gotta start with the classic.
Yeah. So I'll buy two packs of that and store one away, and just have
Yeah,
another one just for
I
that.
say you start with the classic, and then you get progressively weirder from there, and save the really out there shit, like the figgy stuff for last.
A temporary tattoo of a full can of spam. 25 cents.
See, that's more accurately priced.
Right? Oh, I just
Fucking $75 can, Joe. Fuck off.
fuck's sake.
I can buy my own chunk of wood and just eat a can of spam and empty it out and use that.
Well, you probably get more nutrition from the damn wood.
Yeah, why are we going back through all of it over again?
'Cause I thought that there it is.
Ah, blanket.
250.
Wow.
What the fuck were they smoking?
What's the thread
Spam.
count? 2,000,
It looks pretty generic.
right?
Minnesota at the Faribault Woolen Mills.
Excuse me,
Yellow.
what's the thread count on this blanket? Oh, about 50 or so. It's
I don't
basically
know.
just like a burlap sack with spam written on it.
It looks the part. Imagine you try to like survive the winter just out in the wild with like a spam blanket.
No.
You're just found frozen with that thing wrapped around you. You might as well use
You
tissue
say
paper.
frozen, I say well preserved.
Oh,
Much
Wait.
like spam.
very true. Did I miss the spam face mask? We just got maple spam, my neck of the woods, a big spam knockoff treat. Now, I was seriously considering doing some spam knockoff stuff that may come later, but I have to do real spam first. No
You just got maple
substitutions.
spam in your neck of the woods, Gage? What? Oh, Canada's gonna sue you guys. What's going on here?
Well, till then, we got some sausages.
Have you ever wanted to see spaghetti cooked in hot dog water?
No.
Hot dog boat, me hanging out with all my male friends. Alright, I think we've made enough hot dog broth.
There we go.
Hey,
Ah yes, that's very hot doggy.
Hot dog broth.
Time to taste the fruits of our labor. Then we just gotta give it a little taste test. It only kinda sorta tastes like hot dogs, but hold on, I got a quick fix for this. Ketchup, mustard, relish.
oh, the relish. Oh, the
Now
relish.
we're really ready to try this creation.
Ah.
Here we go!
Classy.
This is pretty darn terrific. I love it. It's got the
I
great
knew that about
texture
the
of
mustard.
spaghetti with the wonderful taste of a hot dog you got at the public swimming pool. I think we've done
Is it
something
just
great
me,
here today.
or-
I'm gonna have to give this
Does
a
it?
4 out of 5.
It's just sound quality all kinds of weird today.
Bop, bop.
Sound quality?
Did he record that on like an old cell phone or something?
Maybe.
He
Those
sounded
ones are
terrible.
Those ones are usually all rushed and shit.
No, this is worse than usual.
Well, let's try this one.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess. Today we're going
Better or worse?
It's better than last one, yeah. I think that last video was just a little off.
We have this pine cone jam featuring
Spank
baby
it.
pine cones. And it's now that I realize that
Hmm.
if I spoke Russian, this probably tells me that this expired last year. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Last year, that's generous.
Oh, gross. It smells like honey. Are these even soft? Will these even get
Last
crushed up by
decade,
the
probably.
grinder? It looks like an insect thorax. I'm gonna go for a bite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's very soft. It tastes like honey and pine needles. Oh, that's a strong aftertaste. It's like a very soap-filled aftertaste. I think this will go through the grinder like poop through a goose.
Poop goose.
I have to gently apply
What's that
some
mean?
pressure here. Man, that's a lot of pine cones. Who the heck is really eating this amount of pine cones? And to make sure it comes out, we're gonna throw some pork
I
on
didn't
top
think
of
the
it.
pine cones were edible. Mark
Does he
Ruffalo.
understand that you have to eat the whole jar worth of thing at once?
He does, but
It's like after
he
eating
has
at
to go
Fuddruckers.
deep into the
I don't know
pool.
about you, but when I eat a pine cone sausage, I want a little bit of those pine cones to crunch onto and help it out with a little bit of salt and some pepper. Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for sausage. Sausage!
Such a strange tool to be
I
using for
think
this.
it's time we finally unveil my Russian accent.
Why doesn't he just
Nowhere.
use like
Oh,
an
that's
actual
boring.
spatula or something?
Why does he do anything?
That's the pine cone
Nah.
water. In 3, 2, 1.
Pine cone
Let's
water.
Sausage.
Sounds like moonshine. Pine cone water.
Mm.
That about does
It's
it.
like code.
Thread the needle. You know, making all these sausages, it kind of makes me feel like shoo-wop, shooby-dooby-wop, do-wa-do-way, blue days,
Wait.
black nights.
What's this? What's this?
Wait, special thanks to today's Mark
I don't think my
Ruffalo.
coffee was normal coffee. Oh no, I used the party coffee. I'm gonna go to some strange places.
What just happened?
Box
I think
artist,
we died.
this guy. There's something about those eyes. This Will It Blow is brought to you by MeUndies.
No, it isn't, though. Apparently they are very good underwear.
I'm wearing them right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of 10, what would you give it?
9 or 10. They're pretty damn good.
So
Comfy.
making
Yeah,
it
they're good.
ideal for all-day wear if you're gross. This Valentine's Day, good things come free
Yeah.
shipping.
Aw.
Only a little bit right over
That's
on this
nothing.
side. Oh, and I guess right there too. Most of it
After
ended up
Ruffalo.
right there. So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow
Ruffalo.
1 Mark Ruffalo's. Achoo! Here we go!
Veal. Oh god.
Oh
Alright,
no.
I think this has got to be done. Let's open this up and see how
That
we
smells
did.
nice.
Oh, we cut right through a pine cone. Okay, here we go. It's gross. It
Aw.
tastes weird. I enjoy the honey taste to it, but I'm not enjoying any of that pine cone taste. It tastes like I guess like a big handful of fertilizer. It's an acquired taste, and it's one that I do not like at all. So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 1 out of 5.
We've had too many sausages as of late that were going well. Anyway.
Bop, bop. Shoo-wop, shooby-dooby-wop.
I think that was the right choice of
Shoo-wop.
artwork for this sausage.
Alright, we've procrastinated enough. It's only a 3-minute one, but we are going to have to stop it a lot just in case the dreaded copyright gods come in. But I've seen so many people react to this already that it you know.
You see right there, that face is how I feel right now.
What? Ben's?
Ben's face. That's how I'm feeling right now. Like, really?
Well, Ben, you're the one who decided to do it just because you're losing relevancy because the age of like the Republican era, like the Bush era Republican is kind of dead because now all Republicans are screaming lunatics eating their own feces. You're kind of like yesterday's news. So, yeah. Get wrecked, loser.
They call me offensive, controversial. It's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't
4 seconds in. 4 seconds
Yeah?
in. And
They call me controversial. Now, fuck you. Here's this statement.
and it didn't even rhyme. It was like, call me controversial. There's two genders, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What? Like, obviously, if you say there's two genders, you could have made another line that rhymed, you know?
Although I do like the variety of TVs in the background.
They stole our idea. We gotta sue them.
Yeah. Let's get them.
We're the only people who've ever...
For all the $3 they own.
I don't know. After this, this must keep lights on in Casa del Shapiro for a little while longer. But I forgot, by the way, guys. I almost completely forgot. We have ourselves a new donation. Anytime anyone gives 5 or more, we will receive this gem. Let's go down and... Where is it? Where are you, you son of a bitch? There you are. Test.
This is a test donation for €5.
blom, 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 beam, 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 spiggity boom, spiggity bum, spiggity boom.
I like it because someone's almost certainly bought that thing he's humping, and there's a chance they'll come across this video, this stream, and we're making fun of the fact that someone fucks that thing, and then they'll have a bit of a realization. They need to keep fucking that giant fat ass. Dude, don't listen to us, okay? Okay, you listen to incredibly smart people like Ben Shapiro and Tom MacDonald and your giant fat torso. Fuck torso. Fuck so. Fuck. I like fuck so. That's what I'm gonna call
I
it.
have no idea what's going on right now because I don't get to hear the I don't get to hear whatever the alert was. So
Well, you got
you're
to
reacting
see
to
it.
things I don't know anything about.
You got to see it. That's all that matters.
I didn't.
You did when we were before the stream, man.
True.
Yeah.
Cancel my message cause I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed.
I'm the biggest rapper in the whole world. No.
Independent rapper.
Oh, okay. No.
Every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist, every liberal is right. I don't wanna talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flag says.
I'm kind of pro-gun, and I know most people on the left that I know are pro-gun. Mostly because they're terrified of losers that listen to Ben Shapiro will try to kill them. So, yeah, pro-gun is good. Gun controls and regulations still happen, though. Like, a lot more than what's happening now.
Yeah. I think maybe average citizens probably don't need anti-tank munitions or assault rifles or shit, but you know.
Yeah, like
Pistols,
Gatling
shotguns,
guns.
sure.
Yeah, maybe...
Gatling
maybe,
guns, not so much, no.
Yeah, flamethrowers. Elon Musk made a flamethrower.
Yeah, I know somebody who has one too.
Same.
Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
Oh, really? Every American flag has been taken down and replaced by a BML flag and a rainbow. Okay. Everyone.
All of them.
All of them, all at once.
Yep. Or maybe it's not actually even a single one. Maybe
No.
that's what it is.
Maybe there's just one or two more there beside them. You know?
Maybe.
Nah. It's interracial relationships that are causing this problem.
Yeah.
We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles.
You are promoting guns. You just said you're pro-gun.
I like his weird little glow stick cube that he likes to hang out in.
I
The
want
fuck
one
is
of
this?
those. Yeah, I kind of want the neon cube. You know. I don't know what I'd do with it.
Neither does this guy.
Oh, thugs. Thugs. I wonder what sort of ethnic group is usually called thugs.
Affluent white people.
Clearly.
I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you.
No one wants to defund the police like properly, except for losers in like college who have read one like line of Karl Marx and we're like, wow, all society is evil. Tankies do not represent anyone, including tankies, because they all hate each other. Like, no, they're not real people. Now, reform the police? Fuck yes. But defund the police?
Especially in the U.S.
Look, if it starts in America, it will trickle down to every other country on the planet.
I mean, lots of other countries had their authoritative corruption already, but America definitely perfected it.
Yeah. Like, now you say, like, oh, no one will protect you. But wait, why would anyone need protection from angry mobs? Because it isn't left-wing people, like, burning shit down. It's right-wingers burning shit down. Tiki torch wielding January 6th right-wingers. Or do you mean like Chaz? Because you remember how lame Chaz was? Like,
I don't remember who Chaz is.
Chaz was that thing in Portland or Washington that they cornered.
Oh, the anarchy zone or whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah, it lasted like all of what, like 3 weeks. But
some shit went down in those 3 weeks, though.
Yeah, some glass was broken and some people forgot to bring water.
Weren't there at least a few businesses burnt down as well?
I think one did get burned down. In all fairness, I think some guy lost his like a restaurant. Yeah.
I'm glad it wasn't as bad as it could have been, though. You know.
Yeah. Like anyone who actually thought that Chaz was going to change the fucking world wouldn't have been organized enough to be able to cause any wild scale damage. It was just a photo op for a few people, and then it was nothing. Meanwhile, January 6th tried to stage a coup that overthrow America's democracy. So it's kind of like one thing is not quite the same as the other, you know?
True. I like the way the video has skipped in such a way that the freeze frame has got his head separated from the rest of his body.
Hey, it's a foreshadowing to when the guillotine reaches him, you know?
Right. Actually, fun fact, we have a new restaurant in town here. There's a new restaurant in town called the Guillotine. They sell French fries.
Ah, nice.
It's actually it's marketed as Belgian street food.
Oh, that's
so it's like
much better.
Fries, poutine, and doner, basically.
Mm. He looks like some sort of
nice.
enemy here that you'd see in like. Remember the Darkness movies from the early 2000s?
I don't think I ever saw those.
Everyone would all dress up like that, and that's kind of the vibe. What would Ben do? He'd hide in his little McMansion and tell poor people to go beat up brown people. That's what he'd do. What would Ben do? He'd whine and complain and get into fights with neo-Nazis, proving that, you know, he's a piece of shit, but there's always a deeper layer of shit.
True.
He looks so he's trying to look menacing in the TVs, but he's so lame that he can't pull it off. Like, we were looking at a picture of Vince McMahon earlier with like his pencil mustache. He does look like a movie villain from like the silent era. He needs like a black cape and like a top hat.
He needs to grow it slightly longer so he can twirl it.
Yeah. But look at Ben here. He looks like an early 2000s like PS2 NPC. He's got like nothing going on.
Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog.
He said don't be a wap.
Don't be a wap.
Oh, wet ass P word. He now says the P, now says it. He now says it. Yay.
Oh, good for him. Character growth.
He's growing as a person. Well, not physically, but still.
Very, very, very slowly.
He looks... Oh, why couldn't they have done something with Jordan Peterson? That would have just made it perfect.
Oh, man.
Oh, this is...
It's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look.
Yarmulke, homie, no cap. Well, you know, you gotta support Judaism, I suppose, if it's who you is.
Do you?
Well,
I mean, he does.
Yeah.
At my charts, you're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television.
Unlike Tom MacDonald, who doesn't blow money on strippers and cars.
How many takes do you think it required for him to get these lines right?
Oh, I wish there's a behind-the-scenes making-of or something. That would be fucking amazing.
Because to be completely fair, he's not rapping as badly as I expected him to.
Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki
Okay, that part fell apart a bit.
Compound interest. He had to make it lamer somehow, didn't he? He had to find a way to make it lamer.
Take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money.
They actually almost have, in all fairness.
Wow.
I know.
Hold on.
Go on.
The first half of Ben Shapiro's parts, he actually rapped well. Then the second half just really fell apart on the timing.
Well, he spoken word it, didn't he? He basically just was like, he was able to... Nah. But then when there was a hint of requirement to do something, he's just like...
We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you.
But they still won't answer your calls. You're blocked on all social media. Yeah.
I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot and
They think that this is gonna piss off so many people. It's so pathetic. Also, you know he astroturfed the shit out of this. Like, the reason why it's hit up so high. It's like, do you remember that guy who recorded, like, there's no rich men in rich, was it something Richmond and Richmonds or something like that? And he was like, last year, he was like this southern guy, heavy beard, and he would play a guitar about like, why do I need to do anything about rich men north of Richmond? Which of course is referring to like Washington, but it's a very right-wing song. It skyrocketed for a week and then fell apart because it was all astroturfed by right-wing groups paying to get it like promoted. I'm getting the same. I'm imagining the same vibe because this song is. I've heard worse, but it isn't exactly like the breakout hit that you'll remember 10 years from now, is it? Like,
I'm not gonna remember this next week.
I'll remember the cube on the TVs. That's what I'll remember.
There you go. Yeah. You mad, bro?
This is what the hell that is. It's just, you mad, bro? It's the most online shit. Triggered. Says the person who made this fucking song in the first place.
Yep.
Why do you have Tucker Carlson in here for good measure? He looks like he's gonna fuck me.
I know.
What the hell?
They should do it. They should take the Tucker Carlson bow tie and just put it on one of the TVs.
On every TV should have like a right-wing pundit, and in the corner the smallest should be JF.
No, I just mean like the TV's not turned on or anything. It's just wearing the bow tie.
And to my dog, no, to my homie Tucker, R.I.P. And they just kind of like bro tap the side of it, implying that he's dead, but he was just kicked off Fox News. Like,
And the TV beside the one with the JF just has a bicycle. A bicycle and then some pixelation above it.
or like just the Chick-fil-A logo over and over again.
Yeah. Is this what comes with a bar of ivory soap and sentience? Teeth. Oh god.
I know, right? All mama rappers have the
Finally,
worst
record.
fucking taste. I do want those TVs though. I would have each one of them hooked up to a classic console from like the 90s and 80s.
Nice.
That would be cool. A lot of space though. What would Ben do?
Yeah, the age of the TVs as well. Like the oldest TV has the Atari on it. The newest TV has
Yeah.
the newest console on it.
I'd also have one that would just have like a VHS player so I could play tapes.
Oh yeah.
I'd call it my retro room. I just have this transformed into like a 90s and 80s
Oh, no.
like, paradise.
Beside that, I have another one that's got a Betamax.
Oh yeah. Or
Although, you know, you'd have to be rich to do that.
yeah.
And I'm the man who don't respect you.
Ah, it's a red eye. Oi.
Oi, we were just talking earlier about how Australia's not real.
Video Rockefeller.
Pardon himself,
Jeez.
launched nukes at Iran. It's gonna be fucking sweet. Well, you know what? I'm okay with that happening and the nukes land, and then nothing happens. As it turns out, no nuke past the first one has ever worked. It's all just been a big conspiracy. Oh. Yeah, all those nuclear tests. No, those were all just stages. Those were giant. They got
All the
Hollywood
nukes
in.
on the side of those are actually just empty rockets
Yeah.
that are just there to threaten. By the way, I gave you a quick, another quick posting for. I think we should share with the people. I found the newest, mind-blowing conspiracy about Tolkien.
Tolkien died 1973. One ring to rule them all. No. Oh, damn. 9 for men.
9 for men, 7 for dwarves, 3 for the elves.
Everyone do a bong hit.
Just like this band just did.
So this did like a big thing. And what's her name? It wasn't Megan Thee Stallion. It was like a. It was somebody gave Jordan Peterson. Jeez. Oh yeah, we got to see how Jordan thinks about this. Hey Ben Shapiro, I thought that rap was an invalid art form. Oh shit, he's throwing shade.
Oh, they're going at each other. Yes.
Inter right-wing rivalry. Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne. Hell yeah.
Yes.
I forget. Oh, Ben Shapiro here will actually make it sense. Pow. There's an actual, like, I forget who it was, but, like, she actually sent him a message saying, like, congratulations on hitting #1 or whatever. Because, yeah, they actually did what they set out to do. And you know what? Fucking well done, I guess. In the grand scheme of things, this shit won't last a week, but fuck it.
Real truth cactus.
Real through cat. I said this. Oh, here we are. Oh no, this is Nicki Minaj. Ah, right. Yes. So here's Nicki's response. Ben Shapiro put out a diss record. He said that his comment sections are filled with woke Karen's song #1 on iTunes. What's really happening is the other man rapping. Nicki doesn't know who Tom Holland is. That's nice.
Good for you. Just keep it that way.
Post more pictures of your butt. You have a nice butt. I mean, something not creepy and weird. Here we go. Nicki Minaj, Ben Shapiro on the chart topic. Yeah. So, yeah, this song, it could be a lot worse. But, like, here's one thing I noticed. Ben's barely in it.
Yeah, good.
Like, he's just...
And yeah, there's still too much of him.
Right. Look at that face. That's a face that's just been to... Oh, you know what that face reminds me of? Did you hear about the drama about the DMs being leaked? The guy who was obsessed with this girl's feet? And he he was like a mod in her chat. She was like a streamer. And he was just obsessed with her feet and would not force her, but like try to convince her to do all these sort of like role plays, like haha, I've got your big boots that are all stinky, haha. And eventually she's like, dude, leave me the fuck alone, please. I'm living my life. And then he kept on doing it. She's like, you know what? Fuck it. And she had like 14 pages of DMs that he would just send all the time over the course of years about it. I'm picturing him having that face when he's like, are you gonna wear those sneakers I sent you?
Yeah. You're right.
Oh, no. This is a trend that I find very interesting because, like, it's all astroturfed. We'll see if this is. I'll gladly, not gladly, but I'll be genuinely surprised. I'll eat my words if next week this is still in the top 5, and but next month this is in the top 50. Because this sort of thing, flash in all the pans. It's not even that good of like a beat. It's very generic. It's very sort of quick.
Very generic.
Yeah.
Like the beat's not bad, but it's not great either. You know?
Right? I have heard worse. And you know what? While we're here, I'm going to go and see if I can find it. Because it's another song. We might as well have another one, seeing that we're on it. But it isn't from these guys. Oh, man. Where is he? It was something... Remember that guy Blaze? He couldn't sing for shit. God. This is the downside of having all this stuff lined up one after another. It's just that you have to remember exactly what it's called, or else you have no idea what it is. Here, while I'm looking, everyone look at Wizard Beer. It's been doing the rounds. And this, unlike the last thing we saw, is fucking cool.
Whoa, what a cool mountain! How did you get here? This is my secret mountaintop, where I brew my secret ale. Wizard ale, made fresh on the mountain by me and my army of little owls. Hey! We brew it and it's good and it's delicious and it's made of hops that we collect from the prairies, the distant prairies in the woods.
How's it taste?
Try some. It won't hurt you, but it may turn you more powerful and muscular.
My body!
Wizard beer, made fresh on the mountaintop by me and all of my owls from hops that they've coming to a tavern near you, except it won't because it's secret.
Whoa, what a cool mountain!
How did you...
Wow, he puts a lot of effort into promoting this thing that's a secret.
Also, I like how the audio is slightly off and everyone's like off cue just a little bit.
Yeah, it really feels like the 80s.
Right? Actually, the part where he shows the owls, I'd love if one of the owls. Let's see if he does it, and then I'll say what I have in mind.
Also, I like how they're like, it'll make him more powerful, and he starts hulking out, and then they immediately stop showing him.
The owls. I'd love if one of the owls was like flying backwards.
Because it's drunk on the beer.
Or it was just really badly animated. I also love how they don't have any pupils, any iris.
But yeah, I just love how they're like, yeah, I'll make you more powerful. Then you get maybe like 2 frames of the guy hulking out, like barely anything.
There's already been a few parodies of this, like the Geordie one.
It's good.
But yeah, let's see. This guy is like this divorced dad who's obsessed with sounding like a gangster and like a big success story.
This guy, I don't remember the other guy's name. Maybe if it's the same guy, is this the guy who did the lame video game raps before?
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna win I got
That's
best
right.
score or whatever it was.
High
This is-
score, high score. It's just the same tune over and over, like the same few lyrics over and over again. It's the same guy. Danny Blaze, something like that.
I want something like that.
And GTA 6 looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like a heart attack. Something like that. I just can't.
Wasn't he doing this shit on the beach last time too?
Yes. Yeah, I think he just lives by the beach. You know?
I want so many things, I gotta make a list. When my beat comes
He looks like
on,
David
it's
Hasselhoff.
like this. With a big bam boom and a rat-a-tat-tat. Yo, man.
Rat-a-tat-tat?
That. Something like that.
He rhymed rat-a-tat-tat with that.
Something like that. So tight. Something like that.
I'm not even clear about what the song is about.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
It just goes
This
on.
is
Why is he fucking that tree? On the beach. He's fucking everything. I don't think he even knew the drone was on him.
Maybe we could talk later. Some chit chat or
Something like that.
girl, it's on. Those shorts are rocking to the dawn.
There's a metaphor, and then there's just being too obtuse. You know, maybe we could chat later, or something like that. How about maybe we could chat later and fuck? Like, I'd love if he just said it so like the music just stops and fuck. Something like that.
And
Oh,
that's where the
yeah.
song ends.
Yeah.
Are gone. I love that face and your silky hair. I know you're kinda scared, but I really do care. Let's fly to the beach and get some fresh air. Swim with the turtles and lay in the chair. I'm cool as a cat. and
Rhyming
I'm
like a
cat.
12.
Yo,
What
man,
the fuck was
it's
that?
Something like that.
Why is his date scared?
That's right.
Wouldn't you?
Something like that.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't think that way.
I don't think he knows that's a bad thing.
I guess he's got a little self-awareness, maybe, but just a tiny bit.
So tight.
Average Homeboy is his name, by the way.
Something like that.
No, it's Danny Blaze.
Something like that.
Anyway.
Those planes are landing really close to the beach.
Like that. That's right.
Yeah, and he went out of his way to record 2 of them.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that.
He's got the license plate that says Blazin' on the back of it.
Something like that.
Is that his car engine growling or him growling?
SOMETHING.
He's got his own custom headpiece.
Like that. Let's go swimming in the sea. We're soaking up the sun like a drowned beach rat. Now we broke the thermostat. Yo, man, it's something like that.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Stat, yo man, it's something like that. What?
I hate to say it, but the Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro rap had better lyrics. This guy, like,
How did we end up in a DP cringe rap episode?
they didn't create cringe rap, they only refined it. And now we're unrefining it.
Something like that. That's right.
We're deconstructing the reconstruct.
Something like that. So tight. Something like that. Something.
Fix your
Yo,
hats.
Safeway.
Something like that.
Yo, Safeway. That's because Jesus Christ is my name.
Like that. That's right.
Isn't that how the neighbor thing started?
Yep. Pit monkeys always be like, that's not what he said there, Billy.
Something like that.
Anyway.
He's always trying the shit.
I think this guy, he's scared of ending the song, so he just has it stretch out over and over and over again. Like,
And then when it does end, it just suddenly ends.
damn, I just got blazed. You just got blazed.
Glorious.
Alright. Let's see what else we got. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you can help out financially, that would be a big help. I would very much appreciate it. So will Krendar. And so will, but my diet / and or my stomach will not, because it will go towards spam. Oh, here's something kind of good. Twitch streamer tries American cheese for the first time.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know.
Oh. What the fuck?
Uh-huh.
Fuck is it? It tastes like actually plastic.
Plastic.
Can you see even?
This is not cheese.
No, it's not
Do you think it's
cheese.
cheese?
Aren't they legally meant to be like it's cheese-like? They can't actually say
Do you
that it
think
is
it's a-
cheese.
Something like a cheese food
Cheese?
product.
Are you sure? Is it cheese, bro?
That's someone's fetish.
Bravo!
Yeah, the first time I ever tried American cheese, I was kind of indifferent to it, and then I tried it out of the can, the Cheese Whiz. Now that made me gag.
Oh, Cheese Whiz is a whole thing.
Yeah.
But you know what is good? A nice jar of queso.
Okay. You have
That's
queso.
Mexican cheese.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Cheese.
it's basically like, you know, Mexican melted cheese sauce. Delicious.
Yeah. Oh, here's something positive, or at least I hope it is. A new trailer for the Avatar movie, The Last Airbender. Oh, the show, I should say, rather than the movie.
Nah, cool.
The Fire Nation is embarked on a dark path.
At first, I thought you meant like
A new Pandora.
the Avatar with unobtainium, and I'm much happier that it's this instead.
The Fire Nation
I look at this and I'm thinking one day we're going to have a Warhammer Fantasy series. And I want to see like dwarf dreadnoughts and shit. That'll be dope.
is embarked on a dark path.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And the world might never recover. The world needs the Avatar. It needs you, Aang.
That's a good guitar
Our
in
nation has destroyed
soccer
everything
there.
in our path. If the world is gonna have any chance, it's gonna need Aang.
Sokka looks very pissed off there. Ha!
Right. There goes the savior of the world.
I've chased down every hint of the Avatar.
It's
my destiny.
Maybe it's.
What was that?
I said, I wonder who that man is. Maybe
Yeah.
he can serve us a nice cup of tea.
And sing about leaves on the vine.
Not someone who can stop the Fire Nation. I don't want the responsibility.
You don't have to do this alone. You have me, Tara, and a flying ball of fur. What more do you need?
Oh, hell
The
yeah.
world needs you. Remember what it is we're really fighting
It looks like
for.
they are just doing shot, well not shot for shot, but beat for beat,
The
repeat of the
ones
show, and I'm okay with that.
We love.
I'm the Avatar, and I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
I've seen Taupe so far.
Special effects are good. Shit, here we go. You go Super Saiyan.
Ooh, I can't wait to see the guy with the Cyclops eye blowing shit up. That'll be cool. Fucking Triclops Terminator.
Wasn't that in Korra?
His tribe is described like he's they're like a group of like a group of bounty hunters. I remember, yeah, that was the one where you got to see Zuko as an adult. Yeah, I sent him out. I sent one of them one time after the Avatar. They all look at him. Well, it didn't work. Yeah, so long as I get the good writing.
That's potential.
Yeah. Now this is something I wanted to see. Because anytime I go to the States, I always tell myself I have to get the biggest drink possible, and I seldom do it. And in September, I'm off to Philly, so I have to at some point get at least a big gulp just to try it out.
In this video, I got the biggest drinks at the most popular U.S. fast food chains to see who's got the biggest, and also compared the amount of soda they're selling us to how much doctors say we should actually be drinking, because seems like they're giving us a lot.
Hang it, Bobby.
I went to McDonald's, Burger King, Starbucks, Subway, 7-Eleven, and KFC. I only got 5. Yes, there's other popular fast food chains in this country. I couldn't go to all of them.
I like that wavy one behind them there.
Across most chains. Also, I pick ones that are a quick drive from my house. Sorry. All right. 7.
No, you're not.
11.
That hair, though.
Kind of reminds me when Jeff Holiday went to an anti-vax convention undercover. He dyed his hair that color.
This man grooms.
Oh ho ho!
So this man's criticizing the big gulp. He's non-American.
Double big gulp. XX Grande, it says on the side. Look at the size of this thing!
It is huge.
Can't even get it in the cup holder. This is preposterous. Look at that. For one
preposterous. That's just gonna spill everywhere if he drives.
Person, this is $2.
Don't accelerate too quickly.
That's
alarmingly cheap.
Yeah, that's very cheap.
Here we go. Unfortunately, I can't drive to music because I don't own the copyright to any of the tunes, so I'll just sing.
Sir, please drink the damn drink.
No thanks. I just have a large Coke, please. That's it. FYI, a large Coke is $1.10.
Wow, that's really good value. I mean, good is relative, right?
Oh, this is like purgatory being behind this guy. Oh, purgatory. What is it about every Burger King where it looks like it's a band?
Not now you're purgatory.
Good thing Son isn't here. He'd be like, "Fuck you, man! I love that shit," and railroad the whole conversation.
Put it on screen, maybe. All right.
We might have some sort of, I don't know, ramblings involved.
Ooh, whoops. You know the Trenti ice cups?
No, I don't know.
Okay, give me a grande iced coffee, please. All right, they didn't have the big cup that I wanted. Supply chain issues, apparently, so I just got the biggest size right now, which is the grande. Obviously, there's 2 sizes bigger, so
it's not very grande.
Yeah, that looks more realistic to like a normal
not that big
drink.
Of a deal. Pull over in the middle of the street. Subway, here we go.
Eat fresh, so don't eat here.
Yeah.
Subway Coke, $3.06.
That's expensive.
Hi, welcome to KFC. Can I help you?
Yeah, do you guys have those half-gallon bags, beverage bags?
Yeah.
Can I
Oh
do
my
that
God! What?
I don't carry Coke. I have Pepsi.
No Coke, Pepsi, huh?
Look at that.
With tax, $4.40.
Whoa!
Viewers might be quick to point out that this technically isn't for one person, and to you I say,
what does that ever stop? Yeah, what does that ever stop to American?
This is a can of Coke. In the U.S., it's 12 fluid ounces or 355 milliliters. According to the American Health Association, you should limit your soda intake to 1 or 2 of these
per week. I don't even do that much.
Bless me. So
when I go to McDonald's once a week, I go and get a frap, the ice frap, and sometimes just that. I might have had breakfast beforehand. My roommate Metal Monkey goes and eats. He likes to try out the burgers there, so sometimes I get a burger as well. But no, I can't remember the last time I just bought a Coke. You know?
Yeah.
Or 710 milliliters a week, and most Americans like me don't. The average American.
That KFC thing reminds me of like bagged wine.
Yeah. If you ever get like a box wine and cut it open and a metallic bag inside it.
Actually, pause a second.
Or
hold on.
2,000.
Yep.
You know what? There's an actually really good smart use for those things.
Yeah.
Which is restaurants use them as cooking wine sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You just like put it on its side. There's a little spigot.
Mm.
Just
That's
get yourself
smart.
a little boop of wine. Put in your food while you're cooking it.
I haven't.
Just drop it right in the pan.
I, I haven't had a glass of. I haven't had a glass of wine age, but I haven't had a drink in about nearly 2 weeks now, and for me, that's generally a big amount.
Where is Levin? What have you done with him?
He made a promise to himself back in December to let me take over for a little bit. I'm Lev, but I'm also not Lev. I'm a work in progress. I have yet to get a name, so let's just put a pin on that.
There
But
you go.
on the 7th, we have our watch
Super
party.
energy videos.
Yes. I have to admit, mate, my diet's been going great. I've been saving up money, and I haven't had a drop in nearly 2 weeks. And the exercise is even back.
I mean,
it's pretty great. I
it's
feel
expensive,
good.
so
Oh, it's so fucking
yeah, you'll
expensive.
save some money for sure.
I am drinking next week for the watch party. I'm gonna get some wine, but even then, I'm gonna get some quality wine. I won't get like the shitty Cobra wine for like $4, $5. Over here, it'd be $8.50 for the cheapest
Imagine
wine.
if he started up his own winery.
He wants to so badly. The last mead that he
It
made.
would, it would it would just be in his garage, right? Yeah.
Well, garage.
I remember the mead. Oh my god.
Well, the last mead that he made it's chicken noodles. Chicken noodle mead. And even he couldn't
That's
drink
so
it
him.
properly. Like he took a swig out of it, and then he kind of leans his head over to spit, but it was out of it, and he comes back and goes with the biggest sourpuss in his face. Yeah, that tastes okay. He wants people to believe that the mead is good so much. Oh.
765 milliliters a week. Yes, much more. Let's just keep that in mind as we go into measuring
Nobody's doing
these
that.
drinks. First up, Starbucks. I added extra water to this grande coffee to make it the full Trenti amount, 30 fluid ounces or 887 milliliters. Now at this
Okay.
point, I would like to mention that a healthy human bladder can hold between 400 and 500 milliliters.
Half that
of
for
urine.
mine.
All right, McDonald's. According to the website, there should be more than Starbucks. And it is not.
Oh.
24 fluid ounces, or 710
You know who
milliliters.
drinks tons of
There's
soda?
three
Christian.
possible reasons for this discrepancy. Number one,
Like 2
I screwed
liters
up.
of the stuff
Number
a
two,
day.
the guy at McDonald's screwed up. And number three, both the McDonald's Corporation and the Starbucks Corporation are conspiring against me. Burger King says their large is 30 fluid ounces. It's more than McDonald's, but still less than Starbucks. Subway claims their large is 40 ounces, or 1,183 milliliters.
Well, you paid the most,
And
so.
7-Eleven, their largest cups, 50 fluid ounces, or 1,479
Holy,
milliliters.
this is freedom.
25% bigger than Subway.
This is freedom right there. Freedom to get diabetes the way God intended.
And of course, KFC's half-gallon drink pouch.
Half gallon?
64 fluid ounces.
Pouch of Pepsi.
1,893
Look at this.
Oh no, it's going out of frame.
Holy shit. You
It's a
have
lot
one of those
soda.
for like a kid's
It's a lot
party.
of calories that I really didn't feel like calculating for this video. Who'd I miss? Comment below and let me know.
A lot of things that you missed, but
How did so many of them put McDonald's to shame?
right? McDonald's should be like the poster boy for bad decisions when it comes to food. Oh, you see,
Right.
they're getting a new they're getting a bigger Big Mac, and it's like 5. Let me see if I can bring it up. It's
Like, please tell me they're calling it the Bigger Mac.
I think that Big Mac.
Ultra Deluxe.
I hope so. Let's see, news. New double Big Mac,
What?
780.
That's not new.
Yep,
That's not new.
it's not new at all. But they're advertising it. Classic McDonald's move. They take it away to give it back.
Fucking hell.
I know. Hey, for some reason you switched. Oh no, you actually have switched yourself. You were facing towards the camera. Now you're not. But yeah, 780
I hope I'm
calories.
fixing the right way now.
Let's see. No. I'd have to switch you over. Fuck it. This is gonna be one of those episodes, so let's not make it worse by me fiddling with the camera.
Yeah, I don't know why that just suddenly changed in the middle of things.
Appetite suppressant, why it matters. Double Big Mac, caloric. Yeah, it is. How much are they paying for, by the way? $7 in Orlando. 10 is a meal. 11 is a meal. Wonder what it's gonna be for me. That looks big, but it doesn't look like anything that crazy.
But does it also look Mac?
I'd say it at least it gets a lowercase m Mac.
I mean, it's just a double Big Mac that's always existed, so...
Yeah. I'm surviving a McDonald's diet of Big Macs. It's so tasty and I've lost weight. You've probably lost weight.
No, you haven't.
Do you remember the guy from Super Size Me started to say that he was losing weight? He wasn't losing weight. He was just like starting to become anemic. I was actually thinking I haven't watched that documentary in ages. Oh, we were talking about Pimp Monk earlier.
You ever notice when you put food on a stick, it just makes it better? Seriously. Hot dogs on a stick, corn dogs, awesome. Chicken on a stick, nice kebab there. It's awesome. Stick it. Stick it. Put it on a stick there.
English language.
Put some chocolate on a banana, freeze the motherfucker, put it on a stick. Bananas on a stick, awesome. Ice cream on a stick, awesome.
Question.
Everything.
I haven't been keeping up with Pimp Monk. I don't know. Is he doing a character right now, or is he just turning into this?
A little bit of both, I think. I think one is leading into the other, and then the other leads back. But if it pays...
Is this one of those things where you do something ironic long enough, and it just becomes the real you?
Yeah.
After a while?
It's, that's not Poe's law. It's, whatever. But the, I think, here, ironically enough, I think he looks like more like a baby than he ever has in his life.
Even when he was a baby.
Probably.
It's just better when you put it on a stick. And that got me to thinking. We got a bunch of assholes out here in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Assholes what if we
on
just start
stick.
putting sticks on them? Would it make them better people?
Pimp the Impaler.
Somebody who's just a jerk. Somebody who's just a jerk for no damn reason. Take out a stick, shove it up his ass. Oh, all of a sudden, he's a saint. There you go.
That's
how we solve the problem.
I mean,
we put sticks up other people's asses.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Some people need to be on a stick to improve them, right, Ben?
Facts.
I love how that's his facts don't care about your feelings is his catchphrase, and yet it's a phrase that could be used on him as well quite easily.
It has. It's now used far more to make fun of people who were like obsessed with that, and because he always, he doesn't go to like any proper like debates between like real professors. Or remember when he was on BBC and he stormed off stage because he couldn't handle like genuine questions being asked about him by another conservative, but like a British conservative who actually have a little bit of like spine, and the guy's like, well,
feelings there, Ben?
Yeah, he basically, I don't need this, and he just gets up and leaves, and he's like, oh, well, thank you so much, Mr. Shapiro, for being on and showing us the quality of the online discourse in America.
Yep. By the way, I'm also noticing, just a coincidence, but kind of funny, Ireland trends, room to improve.
always been the case.
Ireland has room to improve. Not that much room, though. It is a small island.
Wowzers! I'll mute it, because we know what noise sounds like. Colorado Springs to Denver in 20 minutes.
I don't know if that's good or not.
Well, obviously...
But it looks like he's going pretty fast.
Right. It's kind of like when I'm playing Trucking Simulator to Denver. And I'm just like drunk and I'm just belting it. 70.5 miles. An hour. Normally takes an hour and 5. So hell yeah, he beat traffic.
That guy's speeding like crazy. Holy shit!
Yeah, no wonder the police want him.
By the way, speaking of the island thing, it reminds me of something. We actually have like a little internal joke in my family making fun of somebody. So I was raised by two people, right? One from Germany, one from England. And we've got some family on Vancouver Island in BC. And of course, you know, the British person that of my two parents, always being very sarcastic and the dry British humor, right? So she's like, how could anybody live on an island anyway? And we look at her from England, raise an eyebrow at her. Yeah, how could anybody live on an island anyway?
Very...
She's like, oh, fuck off. It's different.
What do you think, Sir Steve-O? There are no black people in Boston. Oh, yeah, that's Sir Steve-O.
They just like to do a jig is all.
Kathleen, to celebrate that we're going over to Washington.
Washington.
In March. I will tell you the history of Boston.
Over to where?
March.
To Washington, Kathleen.
Washington.
Okay, go on.
Boston, Kathleen.
Okay.
You know where
Washington.
your man is from. What's his name? The superstar. Donnie Wahlberg. And to a lesser extent, his
Donnie.
brother Mark. Anyway, Kathleen, I'll tell you the history of Boston.
Okay, go on, Mike.
A load of Protestants went over, Kathleen. Wasps, they used to call them.
Wasps.
White
Yeah.
asshole, succulent Protestants.
I don't think
Yeah.
that's right.
It is, Kathleen. They went over
Succulent
and they were
Protestants.
sitting around, Kathleen. They used to have these things called tea parties. They'd be like, "Ew, I think I'll have another tea." Yes, Sean, do you have two? I have the wagon to drive home in the morn.
I can see him trying to
an
not laugh
Irish
right
fella
now.
went over, Kathleen, because the English had starved them in the genocide that was the famine. He went over, Kathleen, and he went to a tea party. His name was Pat Murphy. And he sauntered into the clearing as Irish people do, Kathleen, and he said, "Here!
That's a carpet store.
Give me a pint, you cunt!" And your man...
happen?
It did, Kathleen! And your man turned around and goes, "A pint? What is a pint? For shame we only have tea. For this is the Boston tea." And fucking Pat Murphy went like a lunatic, Kathleen.
Boston
and he
tea.
fucking broke up you dirty Protestants! Give me a fucking pint! And he smashed the tea, Kathleen. And he threw all the tea into the river. And he
Pint
goes,
of tea.
and there was a catchphrase, Kathleen. And that became no elation without intoxication, Kathleen. And that was and they kicked all the Protestants out. And it's only Irish people today, ginger-haired, freckle-looking fuckers.
Boston,
and
yeah.
they don't drink tea, they only drink pints, Kathleen. And that's the history of Boston.
But Michael, what about the black people?
There's no fucking black people in Boston.
But there could be black Irish. Have you ever thought about that?
I love how you could see on his face, like, for half of that video, you could see him struggling not to laugh.
Well, you know as well as I do, he's worried he's got to get there, and someone's got to come up to him and go like, "Hey man, I thought you were really cool. Then I saw that racist video you made about black people."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Shite, I hate Americans so fucking much."
And for some reason, the recommended videos has something from fucking Metal Gear Rising.
Oh, that's fucking Senator Armstrong thing. I want this. I want
machine, son.
I made it the fuck up. I want Buff Carell to play to sing that song. Violence beats violence. It'd be fucking brilliant. And this song too. Bad idea, right?
Hey, you should tweet him. Suggest it.
When we're done with him tonight, I'll actually go and I'll do that very thing. Now let's see.
What's that weird mandala thing in the lower corner? What's that video?
What that?
The lower.
Oh, that's the Tau song from the old Stronghold, Warhammer, Soulstorm. When you attack their stronghold.
I like the Warhammers.
I like some. I kind of want more Tau, if only to shoot them. I want the third Space Marine game to be against the Tau, because then you get to fight a lot of other humans and kill them for being basically race traitors, and I'm okay with that, you know, because you also get to kill a bunch of grayskins as well. Wow, I sound so racist. I'm blaming Michael for this.
Wait, what's the Greys?
Oh, that's what the orcs called the Tau. Oi, greyskin.
Oh, okay. I thought they were blue.
They are, but they call them grey. Sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're grey, sometimes they're purple.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Orcs are stupid.
Yeah. Maybe orcs are colorblind. That'd be weird.
Wouldn't it?
Boop. I remember that.
I mean, we're asking a lot from mushrooms after all, so.
I'm making the official sandwiches of UK towns and cities. Today's
Raisin
sandwich
really likes this.
is Derby. As one of the UK's first cities to be given completely to the Association of Soulless Landlords, its historic centre has been rightfully destroyed, split into crowded HMOs, and have had rents put on so high they basically ask for your firstborn child, encouraging the population to live as cavemen in the Peak District, which surprisingly means there's actually more things to do. You might have already guessed that this is a simple cheese and pickle sandwich. Well, someone had to claim this, and I'm in charge of this stupid fictional sandwich series, so take it and be happy, Derby. I was on your local radio, and the presenter was so upset with Burton-upon-Trent's choice, I think this one might just give him a massive aneurysm. A cheese and pickle sarnie is an absolute British classic, and if you are unhappy with this choice, then you deserve to have your passport revoked and thrown into the River Derwent. And if you're lucky, then I'm making the official sandwiches.
Why did it just cut out like that? Don't cut out at the end. Oh, that's Derby. No one gives a fuck. They have a sheep as their logo. A sheep as their fucking logo. I mean, come on.
I would try that sandwich.
I'm not a big fan of pickles, so.
Oh, I love pickles.
Let's see.
I was a little worried about the onions until I saw him cooking them. I don't like raw onion though. Blech.
Oh, you'll like this one. Future Canoe.
As the title suggests, this is another episode of Struggle Meal. It's always good to keep struggle meal recipes around because you never know when life is gonna kick you in the crotch, give you a wedgie.
Just a quick thing, guys. It looks obviously then like Mango's not going to be here, so I do apologize for that. We'll try to get her on in the future when her power or when she can. I'm sure she's got.
I'll be right back.
All right, cool. I can hold down the fort. Hey everyone, how yous all doing? So on Wednesday there still won't be any drinking. We're 1 week out from the return of alcohol. I will do a pre-show when that happens, but until then. Tomorrow and Tuesday you're not getting any stream, but on Wednesday you're gonna get a stream here. I'm just gonna game. I'm just gonna game all the games I've been playing over on Twitch. See if any of you might want to partake. I've even got the new Portal game that looks kind of interesting. So, you know, you take what you can get. If I can, I'll get Mango on next week. See if she wants to come on with Sun. We've got a lot of... I've got tons of stuff here we can watch next week too that won't age or anything like that. Of course, next week, God knows what. I was thinking of talking about the whole Vince McMahon thing, but honestly, we're not really huge into wrestling here. Not against it either, and this is like bigger than wrestling.
I'm against it.
Fucking hell, big accusation.
I'm against it. Fuck wrestling.
Wrestling.
So what's that Portal Revolution you're talking about?
Yeah. I wanna give that a go on Wednesday.
That's like a whole campaign mod or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think
Spit on your face. Over the past few weeks, I received
It reminds me of Enderall from the sequel for Skyrim. They did that to Oblivion and Skyrim. They just completely started a whole new, like from scratch, games. But it doesn't look that complicated. It doesn't look that like.
Recipes from all of you. Today we'll make them, try them, and rate them 1 through 10. I divided the recipes up into 4 categories: rice, instant food, pizza, and murder attempts. These are recipes that seem so weird that I can't really tell if they'll change my life for the better or you're just trying to kill me.
GF and...
First recipe is called Mug Pizza from Teen Artist. We're using my annoying roommate's mug that says no coffee, no talkie. He thinks he's quirky, but we're just lame. 4 tablespoons of flour, 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/16 teaspoon of baking soda. Who measures like that? We'll also add some salt, mix all the white ingredients, we'll move on to the wet ingredients, which is just milk that I got for myself and some olive oil. Turn that into a paste, we'll top it with whatever we like. Obviously we're gonna go with a lot of never-ending raclette. Finally, we'll just throw it into the microwave for 1.5 minutes. Do you think my microwave's clean? Here it is, the mug pizza. Smells better than it looks, but let's give it a taste and rate it 1-13. Tastes kind of like an overly moist biscuit or a really savory cake. The cheese definitely saves the day, as the struggle meal is a solid 6 out of 10. The tortilla crust is a little unstable, so we're going to stack them up. And our first step is to put them in the oven to get crispy. And to make it more authentic, we'll top it off with tomato puree and never-ending raclette, just like how Ashley White's Nonna used to do it. And then back into the 400-degree oven for
almost
about 8
looks
minutes.
like a pizza.
My annoying roommate's watching TV, so there's a lot of background noises.
From a video
Trust me,
game
this
in the
thing
late
is really
90s.
crunchy. This actually looks like one of those flatbread pizza they sell at Domino's. Just tastes like a low-end frozen pizza, definitely cheaper. So on a struggle meal scale, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
That's
As I'm pulling out the other half wheel of raclette, I noticed something horrible happen.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, I just feel like that pizza segment was definitely aimed right at me there because I make pizzas at work. I am a professional pizza man.
Look at all that cheese that is going to go to waste now. Fuck.
Right? That looks expensive.
Then I started thinking, raclette is already fermented and covered in mold, so more shouldn't hurt, right? We'll just cut it off and use it for this recipe.
you work
whatever
around
happens
it.
to me after the video, I'll keep you guys
don't
updated.
get too
if I
crazy,
stop posting for a while, you wouldn't be surprised. We also need some kimchi and corn. Raymond also asked for I give us a chance to keep mayo, but since we already have the raclette, I'm gonna skip it. Because if the never-ending raclette and the I give us a chance to keep mayo is ever in the same bowl, the universe...
A kimchi quesadilla is a good idea.
I'm kind of indifferent to kimchi. I've tried it once or twice, and I thought, but then
I quite like kimchi.
I'd give it another go. There's a really nice Korean place. It's Korean and Japanese up in Sligo. Probably the only place like that on the whole west coast of Ireland. Well, there might be one up in Galway. I do love going there for a meal every time I'm up in Sligo.
This will explode.
That or else some really good pizza places.
We'll put another tortilla on top and sear both sides
on
medium-low heat for 3 minutes.
It looks okay.
It's the best looking one so far. I have high hopes for it.
Ooh, crunchy.
Cheese nicely melted. Let's give it a taste. The acidity from the kimchi and the fattiness of the cheese has a nice contrast going on. My only complaint is the lack of protein, but you know, it's a struggle meal. It tastes amazing, but it's not that easy to make, so I'll give it an 8.5. Moving on to the instant food segment.
I always liked those kinds of coins you had that would have the hole in the middle. That was a cool look.
So
yeah, you would. I remember hearing once that you'd be able to get more or less anything you wanted with a string of them, but you'd have to like. There was like a whole like story behind each one of them. One is meant to be bigger, and then it's meant to be like, if you see this, then you're meant to legally afterwards have 20 smaller coins behind it. And if not, you're like shortchanging someone. Yeah, it was a whole thing to it. Why do you think they did the first ever paper money in the world? Because even they made their coins overly complicated.
Put them together and make it into a burrito. Look, Egg also asked for cheddar cheese and dry parsley.
And of course in Canada we've evolved past
I'll just
paper money.
microwave some Taco Bell refried beans, cut up some pepper, and pretty much
when the
all
new
of
guy
the flavor
came here,
in this burrito come from my favorite ramen, Indomie. I should make a dedicated video for it. We'll go
We're
layer
country
beans,
folk.
pepper, and noodles.
You
Roll
probably
it
could
up.
buy a
I've
few
been seeing
things
a lot
through
of
barter
comments
out
lately
here.
accusing me of being obsessed with cross sections. My response to that is, you're right.
No,
and this
I
one
don't
is
want
looking
this.
pretty good. The refried beans gets kind of creamy, intertwined.
Coles would try to make
There's
something
a
like
pretty
this.
interesting texture, and the pepper has the
Yeah,
freshness
but people
that I
added like
desperately
50 other
needed.
things.
But I'd rather eat
Yeah.
Indomie on its own, so I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10. This one scares me a little bit. Our boy Amir calls this soy oats. You're right, it sounds exactly like what it is. It starts off normal. To some oats, we'll add some water, boil till creamy. Now it gets weird. Amir wants me to put broth powder and some sunny side up eggs. When he mentioned sunny side up eggs, he added,
Wow.
he trusts me.
There's only one thing I can think of that would justify this, and if you are trying to bulk up, well, you're like you're basically Rocky, waking up at 5 in the morning and eating nothing but
Feels
protein.
that way.
Yeah, this seems
Yeah.
like it. I imagine you're getting all your protein you need, and I imagine your trips to the bathroom are quite fruitful.
That's a reference to my streak of not being able to cook a single egg properly. I'm sorry to tell you, Amir, you underestimated my laziness, because I'm about to replace both the broth powder and eggs with miso paste. I understand where you're going, it's just a savory oat, so I think it'll do. Finally, some soy sauce, stir that together, and we're done. Here's what I call the healthy lunch for a Japanese horse. So when it first entered my mouth, I kind of wanted to spit it out, but the more I chew it, the more I realize it's really flavorful, and maybe oats is supposed to be savory. It reminds me of one of those Chinese porridge thing that they serve at Cantonese restaurants. Better than I expected, but I'm not gonna take a second bite.
It looks like
7.5 out of 10. Beans. This one is said to be a traditional family recipe called the milk soup. It's ironic how it's a family recipe, but my dad's still not back.
Didn't Dylan Hollis make a milk soup?
To a simmer, we'll add some sugar, and I don't know what these noodles are, so I'll go with the ramen noodles. It's all noodles, they should be similar.
Oh no, is it gonna spill? No, it's... Oh, it might. Yeah, get that out of there.
Once the noodles are cooked, it's ready to consume. It's just hot milk and sugar and instant noodles with nothing else, no seasoning. And I'm gonna taste it.
How is that struggle food? You could have done it cheaper with water.
Put this in my mouth.
The ramen by itself is more struggle food than that.
Spraying some oil and put it on high heat, starting with scrambling some eggs.
Oh, lewd.
Okay.
And when the eggs are cooked, we'll put in some diced tomatoes. I just dice them really fine.
That's a lot more than I'd
soy sauce and water. And again, come with a whole packet of Indomie. I feel like with this, we're exiting the realm of struggle meals, so it's okay to go above and beyond with this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Cheese pull and tomato sauce. This is like if you had lasagna for dinner and threw it up later that night. So let's give it a taste and rate it 15. I've always been a big fan of the tomato and egg combo, so coming into it, I knew it was gonna be decent. It's kind of like shakshuka or that Chinese dish. We just added a whole packet of Indomie into it. Even though it tastes great, I'm gonna give it a 6.9 because it has too many steps.
Yeah.
This is an important category because I just learned that 20% of all calories consumed by human beings on Earth is in the form of rice.
Whenever I hear whenever I see one of those little short videos of like, even if they're really well off now, usually an Asian kid, they're saying like, what's a comfort food that I remember as a kid? They always include rice, even if it's just we had a rice cooker at home and there was always rice there, so I would just get some rice and then they'd add, I don't know, a little powder pack or something, and that would be their comfort food. So it's just, rice is everywhere. I eat rice nearly every day, at least if I'm not eating beans, I'm eating rice.
That means one in every 5.
I'm surprised by how many traditional American things do rice. Like, not a lot, but more than I would have thought.
Calories. No wonder why egg fried rice can become its own niche on YouTube.
Arabic food too uses more rice than you expect.
Sauce. Is this short for bechamel sauce?
I would expect
he calls it vomit rice.
Vomit rice.
Yum. Starting with dried seaweed, I'm gonna cut up some of these old sushi nori into a pot, then some instant noodle seasoning. Obviously Indomie again. A third of water.
Try to make my own.
Of a cup or of the pot. Put it on the stove to simmer and stream in an egg. Kinda similar to the technique from egg drop soup. The smell of the seaweed and egg combined is really coming through, like a polluted beach with sulfur. After 30 seconds of stirring, we'll add the rice and let it sit for 45 seconds before pouring it out. Not gonna lie, bechamel sauce nailed it with the name. The only difference between this and vomit is the reflective acidity. Let's give it a taste and rate 1 through 10. Tastes like the combination of a seaweed miso soup and porridge. So things I don't enjoy. But the ramen seasoning packet really saved it. I think this only tastes good if you're cold and starving.
Miso
7.2 out of 10. The
that's something you give to like a homeless person, you know?
Recipe also has a great name. Anna calls it...
I think that last one actually looked pretty good. It probably didn't smell very good, but it looked like it was probably tasty.
Alright, you know what I think could have saved it? Some shellfish. Like mussels. A few of them might have actually made it decent.
The thick risotto. I can already feel Italian hands coming in my
not
face
a struggle
just by
anymore,
deciding
though, at
to
that
make
point.
this dish. All we need to do is combine cooked rice,
struggle meal to
cream
me
cheese.
is a pot noodle and one of those Rustler burgers I showed you that you microwave. That's a struggle meal. Why? Because there's no real steps. You just pour hot water on, you take it out of its pack and put it in the microwave.
It's not a struggle meal is not defined by the number of steps or complication of cooking it. It's defined by how much it costs you to make it.
Well, in that case, also you can say that it's a struggle meal because that's dirt cheap as well.
Yeah, it's called a struggle meal because it's meals you eat when you're broke.
Well, I've also seen it as if you're like depressed, which usually the one thing leads into the other. So.
Oh well, that would be a more luxurious meal then at that point. Like easy to make, but then like a comfort food.
Oh, like mac and cheese, like big homemade mac and cheese bath that would do 4 or 5 people, but then you eat the whole thing and you feel terrible about yourself afterwards.
Like making it a little bit like mac and cheese with hot dog in it or something. Or one of the ones I like to do actually, once in a while in a case like that, a box of mac and cheese mixed with one of those small cans of pre-made chili.
Oh yeah,
that's really filling, actually.
I was
a combination though.
Yeah, whenever I'm super depressed, I just eat massive pasta dishes, and I just keep doing a Cobes thing. Where as I get more depressed, if the weeks turn into months, I will start like going crazy with it. Like my whole pantry will just be a little drop of this, a little drop of that. At the end of it, I'll have this witch's brew of just like 4 different types of pastas, 2 different types of cheeses, and just this big bowl of it. And of course, I'll eat it, and then I'll feel bad afterwards, and then I'll want to eat more of it. It's a self-fulfilling cycle of doom.
Mozzarella, she made never-ending raclette,
Beautiful.
Oregano, and ketchup. We'll mix everything together and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Honestly, I think the name of the previous dish is more fitting here. Maybe I should post this on Instagram and tell everybody it's risotto. Nah, I don't want to be dealing with mean comments
not
today.
like risotto.
It seems
Or
really
paella
thick
for
and
that
sounds like a good mac and cheese. A lot of tiny cheese pulls going on here. It does have the consistency of risotto, but the overall flavors reminds me of Wegmans sushi rolls. I'm a fan of cheesy rice, so I'll give it an 8.6 out of 10. I know it doesn't look good, but it tastes decent. You can add some protein in it, and it's a complete meal. Now to the land of diabolical ideas.
Yeah, I want to see
murder
these.
attempts. Surprisingly, these are the simplest dishes of the day. Starting with the OJ Goldfish cereal.
There we go.
It's exactly how it sounds. So the normal cereal procedure. Believe me when I tell you, there's no goldfish in my local grocery store. So once we pour the juice, cheesy fish will be replaced by the extra toasty square with a hole in it. This is like the medicine for calcium deficiency or a sign of mental instability. So let's try it out.
Now this is a Cobes meal.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm digging this a lot.
Yeah.
Normally when I eat Cheez-Its, it's always too dry. My throat is extremely experienced with swallowing, but they still manage to give me salty surprises sometimes. So with the moisture from the OJ, it balances it out. I guess cheese and fruit has always been a good combo. 8.3 out of 10.
Milo.
Aya claims this is a Filipino classic, the Milo over rice. I have no idea what Milo is. Personally, I'm more of a fan of Ovaltine because it's British and Milo is Canadian. Considering Maltesers
shots fired.
candy, I'm sure this wouldn't be that bad. We just put a couple scoops of Milo powder on
I used to
top
have
of cooked rice
an
and eat it
Ovaltine
just like
phase.
this.
Oh.
Well, it's definitely not bad, but it's not good either. I'll give it a neutral score of 4 out of 10. I feel like I just wasted my jaw energy. Majabin gave us 2 recipes. I'm only gonna make the first one, which starts with an egg in a mug. Seems to be a theme of this episode. A little bit of sugar and 2 teaspoons of powdered milk. Gonna go with Milo.
Bit of sugar,
Is Milo milk? Mix it all together and put it in the microwave for a minute. When it's done, I'm a little bit confused by its looks. So jiggly. Doesn't feel like something you should be putting into your mouth, but it's basically a sweetened egg with a little bit of coagulated egg white on top.
It's got the consistency of a breast implant. Oh no.
Last but not least, we have the most straightforward instruction ever. Takis dipped in Nutella. Somehow every struggle meal episode ends with a bag of Takis. But as a wise man once said,
I would like to Taki she on the phone.
For such simple instructions, let's get straight into the trying it and rating it 1 to 15.
I'd have eaten this when I was like 10.
While my body is confused, but my mind is
You
pleased.
spicy
The
food,
Nutella
Tim?
kind of masks the
Oh, hell
pungent
yeah.
flavors from the Taki seasonings and
Not as much
mellows
as
it
I do
out
now,
with the
but
creaminess. Combined
yeah.
together, it makes the Taki smoother and the Nutella more exciting. 9 out of 10.
I've
This
always
is kinda
been more of a
life-changing.
savory man,
Is that
but I
why
do like some
Leon
spice.
dyed his hair Taki color? Because I'm thinking about doing the same thing. I offer some...
We'll take your word for it, man, seeing that we've never seen your hair.
That's the joke.
Bop. I like bread and butter because they give you a hint of what's coming when they show the artwork on
Yeah. Or I like kind of the idea that Sundari Dark Eldar is the big titty goth girlfriend of 40K.
Don't get the wrong idea,
Oh, buddy,
Bert.
should play Baldur's
It's
Gate.
not like I like you or anything. I just enslaved you so I could torture you and feed on your psychic residue of suffering.
Yeah, well, I don't like you either. You're just a heretic. The God Emperor cares about me way more than you ever could.
How could you say that?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Why are you so mean?
You kids should just get married.
It's interesting that you said Baldur's Gate because they have one that I really like that they did. Let's see if I can find it. It'll be under shorts. No, I guess not. I guess they do their videos as their shorts. Ooh, I don't watch them nearly enough. So, 3 weeks ago.
I'm noticing a theme in these thumbnails.
Yeah, yeah, they're commissioned for much more heavier shit. But I didn't realize all the Pokemon and furry shit was here too. Oh, definitely furry shit.
Maybe Marion and Crystal. Just, yeah.
Yeah, if I remember right, that joke is like they're having a fight over whose souls they corrupted more. In hell. Because
the title said is just discussing their contributions to the furry fandom. So you're basically right.
Yeah, I mean everyone's. You need a gateway drug somehow. Oh, here it is.
Those are definitely two of the biggest contributors to furrydom.
Kira Kira, Baldur's Gate, high school.
Uh-huh.
It's not a phase, Mom. I'm a cleric of Shar, mistress of the night. My soul is hollowed by despair.
Jenny, can you please just open the door so we can talk? We're all very worried for you.
Don't call me Jenny. My real name is Shadowheart. You don't understand anything.
That's it. I'm calling her Jenny from now on. That's so real. She really is this character. Wow.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we should have watched this right after the whole Ben Shapiro. You remember this video, don't you?
No.
Ben Shapiro in high school or like in college.
To show me. Let's see it.
You're higher than me. You're better than me. You lie on me. You're not. I'm a fighter. I can think. Yeah, you are not better than me at all. Yeah, I'll teach you.
Wet ass P word.
Those waps.
Oh my god. I like.
I love how his voice has only gotten squeakier as he gets older.
Do you remember the footage? The picture he took outside of Home Depot with the single piece of wood.
Oh, he was so proud of it.
Meanwhile, he has every right to be proud of his arm gains. He's got little scrawny little strong arms.
Except for not. One thing he can't be proud of is the fact that he has to ask his wife's permission before he can flex.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
That was funny.
Or like how obsessed he was over his sister being sexualized because of those giant fat tits.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Flash Kids one where he's on Joe Rogan going like, just because people are like obsessed with my sister's big mommy Khazar milkers, they just want to go at them all day long. I can see Joe's like, they're obsessed with them. Okay.
Yeah, they quote unquote.
You have to pick your battles much better than this. Oh yeah, some classic road rage up here. All right, we'll watch this and then we're gonna wrap it up. Because A, it's been nearly 2 hours now anyway, and B, my headphones probably don't have much long left, so we'll get this and then we got some buff.
Who? You're the one driving like an idiot. Driving. She's got the fucking phone. I have the phone. I watched you on the phone.
The
phone.
Is this Minnesota?
Fuck you, bitch! Don't fucking take my fucking picture. Get the fuck away from my car, buddy. Okay? Before I fucking...
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck away, buddy. Oh, you want to fuck around?
Fargo thrown down in effect.
Fucking piece of shit.
Oh my god. Is he huge or are they tiny?
They're super tiny.
Oh no, wait, those are children. Yeah, they're just tiny.
I love the kid. Look, there's so much to break down. First of all, you know this guy is the aggressive motherfucking problem in the whole situation, right? Then the guy gets out and he doesn't take it well. He responds in kind, but the face on him. Look at him when he realizes that the guy is.
Oh shit! And then his children have to come out to defend him.
Look at him. He's like, uh-oh. Like he has to look up at him. And then, yeah, you see his kid come out here and basically diffuse the situation because, of course, the child has to be the adult here. And I love this, if it's down here, please don't kill my dad. That guy looks a bit like if Magicus was taller. The tall guy.
And more swole, yeah.
Yeah. You can tell he's got a gut on him, but he's also got like a decent shoulder, so he's probably look at the size of his arm compared to these guys. Like fuck's sake. He looks
done fucked up.
Put him in a suit and he's like a 90s gangster villain in like a Sega video game. You have to fight big boss.
Please, sir, my dad is stupid. Please don't kill him.
He was born with shortitis. He's never been able to recover.
Oh, he should hang out with Bagel Boss sometime.
Again, is Bagel Boss dead or alive? Let's see. Bagel Boss dead. Because I keep thinking like, oh no. Anyway.
Yo, I'll call up Bagel Boss. I have some very, very sad news, guys.
Boss.
No. Yeah. Yup. Bagel Boss, about a month or two ago, I got a text message that he passed away. So,
Bagel Boss.
Yeah. Yeah, very sad.
He's from that city that has no black people.
Just a guy that was full of energy.
Boston.
Whether it be good energy or bad energy.
I watched the TED show. That was good shit. But the Bostonian accents are strong.
He came down to our gym and trained with us. The Bagel Boss guy was one of a kind.
Oh, Bagel Boss training would be hilarious.
And he was at the height of his.
Bagel Boss.
There was a couple of days there where he was like on top of the world. Everybody was talking about him. What a polarizing figure for like.
Yeah, he was very tragic after he had like a heart attack. He was like, yeah, I was abused as a child, and I've been acting like a piece of shit. So he tried. So near the end of his life, by the sound of it, he was trying to do better. I don't know how well he panned out, but I keep thinking like, is he alive? Is he dead? Well, by the looks of it, he's dead for a while now too.
Schrodinger's Bagel Boss.
Yeah, rip Bagel Boss. You're like those bitches on Tinder. You're all making fun of me! You want to start something? Oh, all right. Actually,
started.
You know what? for a change of it, because we just found that we guaranteed now he's dead. There won't be any buff. Instead, we're going to have a tribute.
We did guarantee him.
All right, I'm putting my money down that he's dead. So
fair enough.
Yeah, I'm rolling that dice. But in tribute, instead of buff, we'll watch this and then call it night before my headphones cut out. Especially because we already kind of went through it on Wednesday, so it will give us more time to flex out the choices. Krendar, what are you up to?
In about an hour, I am going to stream a new game. Well, new to me. Looks like it's a pretty old game that I hadn't heard of. But a friend of mine suggested I play something called Lenny Loose Jocks, which is apparently a point-and-click adventure of some sort. Looking very silly. I don't know. I'm going to see what that's all about. I haven't touched it yet.
Not any relationship to Leisure Suit Larry by any chance, is it?
I don't think so. It doesn't look like he's trying to get laid. It's just some guy walking around in like a swimsuit or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, link down there in the doobly-doo. As for me, like I said, nothing for, it's now midnight, so nothing for today or for tomorrow, but on Wednesday, I'm going to give you a big long stream here that's going to consist of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, of the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, of the new Portal game, and of Homeworld. So tune in for that. We also might watch the occasional video, but it's going to be a game-heavy one instead.
Speaking of Assassin's Creed, real quick, I just played through Assassin's Creed Mirage lately, the new one, and
I hear it's Here it's, I think Yahtzee said it's the most Assassin's Creed-y game you can get. Because they tried to, like, make it like, more focused on the actual assassinations rather than the busy work. How true is that?
More that and more stealth. Like, they're trying to discourage you from just running and screaming into melee combat all the time like you could in the last 3.
Shame, I love doing
which they succeeded at doing. They put the emphasis back on stealth a bit more. Honestly, the gameplay is good. Not exceptional, but good. It's the story that kind of flopped.
Yeah. They're not even really... I think the last really good Assassin's Creed story that I really hooked me, rather than just going, it was passable, or that was shite, or whatever, was Origin.
Origin and Odyssey, I think, were both quite good. But
Odyssey was okay.
Funny thing with Mirage is that it is... it's the only game they've had now where nobody was using an Animus.
Oh, so they've completely dropped the future?
In that one, sort of, because it's basically just a character's backstory. So it's pretty much just a guy remembering his past.
That's not against the idea. Because after the whole Desmond arc, there's no point.
Yeah.
It's over.
Well, actually, again, Origin / Odyssey / Valhalla did a decent job with the future bit, but they didn't overemphasize it too much. They didn't do the stupid office building crap. But there was an important character in Valhalla that they decided to go into more of his own backstory. So Mirage is the backstory of an NPC from Valhalla.
Well,
not a very exciting one either.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
it was kind of neat to see Baghdad, though.
Yeah, that's the main thing I'm thinking of, just because Baghdad should be a big area to explore.
Not that big.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Well, anyway, this Sunday, we are meant to have sun, but the last 2 streams have been a bit wonky, so he said he wrote it down this time, so apparently he didn't.
Last 3, in fact.
Oh yeah. And we'll try to get Mango on in the future. She did warn about the storm, and it might not have even been that. I don't know. We got to find out when she talks next. But I'll try to get her on in the future. But yeah, we have February sorted, but I think this Sunday I'm going to start putting feelers out towards March. And we've got 2 big names, one returning, hopefully, and one also we've been planning for a very long time, and they both said get back to me in March. So fingers crossed. Plus, we're gonna in February we got 1 or 2 people who we haven't seen in a hot minute. So yay. Oh, all right.
Degrade women. Why is that okay? Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead"? That's okay.
Look at his little shorts.
Who said that to you here? Nobody. Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit?
He's got Chris Chan's shirt on.
Yell at the subway person for what happens on dating sites.
Not even the subway person. Like, he's turned his back on the staff now, and he's just yelling at someone behind him.
Get up! Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth! You're not God or my father.
You're not God or my father.
Boss.
Boss. My
Dude,
boss.
You want to step outside?
Water.
You want to step outside?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You shut up too. No, go ahead and attack me, big.
Oh my god! I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing. Absolutely.
Oh, and a guy who touched my side.
Like, he just tackles him with like incredible ease.
That's okay. What happened? What I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck your fucking breath.
Look at his little walk.
You think that's funny? That's funny. Now I'm going to take my breakfast. You think that's funny?
He was so angry at the world. A lot of people I see online, I just think of Bagel Boss. You know, he's the mascot of the unbridled rage that masks something really tragic, and once you admit it, the healing can start. Until then, you're all Bagel Bosses to me.
No, you women need to stop being so fucked up.
That woman's response there, like. That was the one that made him famous. There were others where for a while he used to just drive like a point of view. We watched a few early on in the show's life, and it was he'd go into like a Popeyes or a fucking Denny's or something, and he just want to use the toilet, and if he thought they said anything over other than the toilets are just back there, he'd be like, what you say, like, you trying to start something, and like the size of him, like, for fuck's sake.
He's peak Napoleon syndrome, isn't he?
He was just pure, like, fucking. He was pure, like, whatever the reverse of a short stack was, you know? Oh, rip Bagel Boss. You're in the same place as Puff and Mama JF now. Well, actually, they're in the same spot as you.
Eh?
Well, because he died before they did. Because he died like 2 years ago.
I'm confused right now.
Because Mama JF...
They're in the same spot as what?
As Puff and Mama JF. They're dead.
Mama JF is dead?
Holy shit! You have... Like, she just left and vanished off the face of the earth. No one's seen her in fucking forever. JF's... Oh, okay, that's the battery in this thing's about to die. You're gonna have to do your own research. But like, he's been making multiple videos about like, no, she is totally fine. You just can't talk to her right now. But we have decided to break up and go our own way. But like, she just was left on a roadside. He said the police were there multiple times doing investigations. She's dead. Like,
okay.
Like, that's the scuttlebutt going around. Yeah, he killed. Like, strong argument that he killed her, and that's what the Canadian investigation is like looking into. The police. As for Puff, well, you know what happened to Puff. He codes. So yeah. Bagel Boss. Bagel Boss, Puff, and Mama JF. all dead by the horrors of the internet.
JF killed them all.
JF didn't want to be the second shortest person in Canada. And my bagel boss came up for a week. He thought he'd do better with the girls up in Toronto. Big mistake.
Toronto doesn't give a fuck about you.
I don't know. I did okay up there. I gotta go back to Toronto. Seriously, I fucking love the place. Except for all the crazies. And I said about New York. Anyway, procrastination. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. See you soon or next week or whatever the hell you want to see me next or Kendar or whatever.